Hi, hope you've been doing well. Today's junk journal video is just going to be me sticking more random things into my journal. More random than usual since this journal is almost finished, as you can guess. And I want to put specific things in here so that I can remember that this happened while I had this journal. So here I just have a box full of wrappers of random things I've ate throughout the year. It's mostly coffee wrappers from this one instant coffee I bought, and you can clearly tell that I just bought it because it had cute packaging. Anything that's got cute packaging is going in the journal, even if I have to specifically buy it for the journal. Anyways, so I'm just going to be flipping through the journal looking for an empty space which won't add too much bulk to the book. I even took out this other candy wrapper and it came with this fancy little box inside, which I'm going to be opening and attaching to the journal somehow. So I just cut it up and I attach it as a pocket, and then I wanted to add the box inside it, but I didn't quite like how that felt. It was too bulky. So later on I end up taking it out and sticking it on the side. But for now I move on to the next page, and I just stapled all those sachets one next to the other. Like I said, I bought these because they had a very interesting packaging. So here I'm breaking down the box and I'm going to create a pocket out of that too. So after trimming it down to size, I just used double-sided tape along the top and the bottom, and then I added a few staples just for extra adhesive. And then I had a few more which I just stapled along the top in that empty space. Yes, this is where I take it out of the pocket because it was too bulky, and I just disassembled it and I'm going to put it on the side of the page like that. So now I'm just going in and sticking everything inside. I used double-sided tape to stick all the plastic, and then I used a ton of staples all over that box so nothing lifted off. And then for my journaling, I took a scrap of that box and made a tab out of it and stapled that onto a Project Life card, and then I just stuck this other floral card into the cardboard pocket. And over here, I'm just taking these circle stickers and I'm going to rate each flavor. Surprisingly, the bad sounding flavors were the good ones. I just added them here and there on the other page too, just for a bit of decoration. And then I did my journaling on that card and I tucked it back into that little tuck spot. Anyways, I move on to another page where I put more trash into the journal. So over here I got more coffee wrappers. Okay, this is just one wrapper. And then I have these boxes from contact lenses. And I don't know, it's just another bunch of random trash which I've got from the beginning of the year, and they need to go in the journal. I tried peeling the sticker off to reduce the bulk, but it rubbed the box. So lucky I've got another box which I could use, and then I'm just using double-sided tape again to stick that coffee packet in there. And then there's this thing, I don't know what's it called, but I just found it randomly. I made it when I was really young. So I added that with a paper clip so that you can still interact with it. And then I got these pages, folded them down so that they're narrow enough to fit on the page. And then I have this crepe paper which I think came in my shoebox. And I folded that and made a little envelope out of it. I just attached it using normal glue stick and I'm tucking that page inside there. And then I just added this gold circle sticker to seal the envelope. And then I had this to-do list which was very muted in color, and that went well with the brown envelope and the orange which was peeking above on the other side. So I just took that, stuck it down onto this page. I ended up using staples because it's behind wallpaper, so it was a bit difficult to stick to that. And now I'm just doing little embellishments with washi tapes and stickers. Okay, moving on again, I got more trash. Okay, this isn't exactly trash. My nephew used to draw these squares with faces in them, and I obviously wanted to keep them. And there were even these little pages where he did journaling, with magazine cutouts. So I had two sheets of those, which obviously was gonna go in my journal. By the way, he stopped doing that, so I'm very, very grateful that I managed to get my hands on at least this much. Then I just stuck them down with glue stick. I went over the little bits of his which was sticking out because he didn't really paste them down properly. And then I cut up that little square monster which he drew, and I just fold that down, pack it up with wrapping paper, and I just stick it down there as a flap. And then just to decorate the page, I added some washi tape, a label on the top and another label inside the flap, and then I just write a bit about it. And then I move on to another page. This spread is going to be about the zoo, and there's these medicine packets which surprisingly came with animal prints on them, which my sister saved up specifically for the spread. So she gave me half of the bag after she tore it, and it is perfect for the zoo because it's got like lions and giraffes on it. So I had this red page with a fold out, so I stuck the brown paper inside, and then I used some animal printed washi tape. I just put that there so that that page doesn't lift up from the spine every time we flip the pages. And then very conveniently, I had these like animal printed papers also, like patterned papers, and I had a few of them which I had to sort through, and I settled on the one with the zebra on it, I think. Anyways, I folded that in half, and then on the inside of the flap I added these like vellum sheets. It was those see-through sticky notes which I turned into pockets. This was very, very tedious because I had to use double-sided tape and try to make a thin pocket there so that my pictures can fit when I print them and put them in there. And then I had this sticker sheet which had like a zebra on there also, so I just used my little X-Acto knife and I just cut it out. Anyways, I attached that at the bottom of the red page. I added a label, and then I had a few die cuts which I added as decorations. There was a sun, a car, and this little piece of wood. And then I had these papers which were still in their package, so I opened them and I was going through them, seeing which one would work best. In the end, I settled on this one with the brown checks, and I just added that with my glue stick. By the way, the animal print fold out is actually tucked into a pocket which is on the other side of the page. So half of it is in the pocket and the other half overhangs on the side of the page. And then I had this memo sheet which I took out and folded in half and only stuck down one side of it on the top corner of that page because I didn't want to cover up the animals. And then I just added some washi tape as decoration. And then I just go back to that one page with all the trash on it, and then I just stapled a part of that packaging onto that page too because there was an empty spot and the color was perfect. And that's it for today's brief journal video. I did a lot of my journaling off camera, especially on the zoo page, and this is how it turned out. And if you enjoyed it, please let me know. Thank you and bye.